Alright, CJ's in town. Hi. Hi, cilantro. Looking lively today. Let's talk. What are you doing in front of my house? It's good to see a friendly face. Hope life's treating you alright. When does it? Here's the thing, Steven. Sometimes I just like being alone, but there's no such thing as too much of a good thing. Eventually, the quiet gets to me and I need some company. That was a hint, by the way, in case you didn't notice. Your needy friend, Gala. Aww. Yeah, I kind of feel like I'm the same way. I like just being alone most of the time. Which I know probably sounds a bit depressing, and even saying it, I feel a little just meh. But like, it tends to just be more pleasant. But then when I'm alone too long, my thoughts start coming in, taking over, and that's never fun. It's even worse when I spend a fair bit of time with somebody and, like, really start letting my walls down, and then, like, something happens and I immediately regret doing that. Like, it really sucks. Hello, Caroline. Hope you're feeling better. Peanut, make yourself comfy, Hula. Celeste. Like to write things by hand as much as possible. I've heard not many professionals use written day planners anymore. I guess I can understand why. They can be bulky and awkward, but I found a few that are more compact and convenient to use. Really, the best thing would be if I was just able to keep my schedule memorized, Hula. Aww. I mean, I can keep mine memorized, but that's just simply because mine's, like, mine doesn't change much. I imagine if somebody had an actual kind of, like, complicated schedule that changes decently often, you know, they might have some issues. Perfect fishing weather. Time to catch a few fishies, you know? I do know. I'll probably be doing that today, because CJ's in town. Look, we got a recipe. I actually kind of wanted to talk cooking today, so... Dear soon-to-be best friend. While reading my diary the other day, I came across this recipe. I never cease to amaze myself. You can do great things with this recipe if you follow it to a T. It'd be trez cool if you made it. Your sous chef, Lucha. Salad stuffed tomato. Okay, that... sounds messy, but good. I want to see what that looks like. Yes. There it is. That's one really big tomato. That's like, what are they called? I've always just in my head called them beefy boy tomatoes. They're the really big ones. I think they're actually like beef something is what they're called. Like, just to like really accentuate how big they are. I can speak. But, yeah. Today I actually made a dish that I've made before quite a few times. And, this time, off of a suggestion from my older sister, I modified it a bit. And I feel like it did actually quite improve it. So this is a fajita lasagna. So, basically, how you make just a basic fajita lasagna. You cook up your fajita mix. So your chicken with the fajita seasoning. Then you get a oven dish. Like 9x9 works. I used a 12x9. I think it's 12. The longer one that's the same width. I don't know the actual sizes. It's just small, big baking trays. Like the glass ones. Take one of those. Personally, I would say just to keep mess to a minimum, line it with parchment paper. Then lay down a layer of tortillas, like flat, soft shell tortillas. Then, scoop on a layer of your fajita mix. Then, put on a decent layer. I just saw that. It's right here. Put on a decent layer of cheese. Any kind will do. I haven't found a cheese that doesn't work for it. Cheddar is definitely the worst, but it still works. So you put your layer of cheese on it. You then put another layer of tortilla shells on it. Then another layer of mix, another layer of cheese. You just keep going until you run out of fajita mix. Yeah, I know I'm kind of ignoring Ed, but it's fine. Then you bake it in the oven. Like, okay, your very top layer, you put a final layer of tortilla shells. And then you put a thin layer of cheese on it. That cheese is important because you've already cooked the fajita. Like, you've already cooked your fajita chicken. The chicken's already cooked. You're basically, at this point, just crisping the tortillas and melting the cheese. That's all you're putting it in the oven for. You put it in the oven at 400 degrees for about 5 to 10 minutes, or until the cheese on the top is melted and, I'd say, crisping. Mozzarella works great for the layer on the top because you can really tell when mozzarella starts to, like, crisp because it changes color. That basically indicates that it's hot all the way through, all the cheese is melted, and you've got yourself a nice, tasty little treat. Now, the suggestion that was made was adding to that fajita meat, add in some, I basically just used a packet of, honey teriyaki. It worked really well. I don't know the exact measurement of this packet. I've already thrown it away, so I can't even look at it. But it was a decent sized packet. Not like tiny, but about the size of like a baby food packet. It's about that size. Kind of the same packaging too. Having a total blast. Blah. Let's talk. What should I do tonight? We should make a fajita lasagna. They're pretty good. So, like, I did that up. I apologize for burping. I'm still a little gassy from eating, even though I ate, like, 3 hours ago. Almost. 2.5 hours, really, but... 3 hours. But, yeah, it was pretty good. Like, it was better than normal, so... And, like, it's a pretty nice dish, like... Pretty easy to make too, because like you can just use like the packets of fajita seasoning, like it works just fine. Ooh, Gala's over here. Hey, Gala just showed up too. Let's have a snack party. Sounds like fun. Gala's here too. This is so cool, so cool. Getting to hang out with both of you makes me happy, Snorty. Let's talk. Psst. Thought this was going to be a book club meeting to discuss Yo Change the Flow. I guess it's good that it isn't, because I didn't finish reading the book in time anyway. Aw. To be fair, you could just talk to Simon about the book. He probably has it. It's probably one of the 4 books he does own. She's just pushing him into the corner. You could probably just talk to him about it, and he's not going to get it anyway, even if he has read it. So you just talk to him about it. You'll entertain him for hours, and, you know. Get to talk through the book at the same time. It's a win-win. But, yeah. I can think of things to say. That's what I made for supper tonight. It was pretty, like I said, it was pretty good. It's pretty easy. It is pretty expensive, because to get enough chicken to actually, like, do the whole dish, you're probably looking at a good, like, $20-some just for the chicken. Like, it takes a fair bit of chicken to actually go through it. You might be able to get away with, putting the seasoning on some more, like, cheaper deli chicken. As long as it's, like, strips and chunks and not, like, sliced stuff. You might be able to manage that, but I've never tried it, so... I can't guarantee it'll work well, but... I'll go with this. I mean, really, I should be going with, like, this, because it's closest to the hoodie I'm wearing. I kind of like this one, though. I want the shirt of this one with either this vest or this vest. I'll go with this one. Yes. No, this one, definitely. No, I would not wear that because it's denim. Ah, yes. Nah. Nah. I apologize. My throat is weirdly dry. That's a little better. Thank you, Mabes. Sabes, what's up? Mabel tells me you've been helping her out, modeling outfits and such. It means a lot to all of us that you do so much for our little family. Thanks so much, Steven. Aww. Girls are the best. Of course I'll help you all out. Now, if only Mabel had something to help her out with, too. That's the one thing I do wish. Like, it's like, you help Sable out by talking to her a bunch and helping her come out of her shell a little bit. You help Label out by, like, you know, modeling stuff for her and, you know, helping her fashion business. There's nothing you can do for Mabel. I mean, help her sisters, but that doesn't change her any. Not that I want her to change, it's just like, you know. If it isn't, dear Steven, thank you for coming over to see me, darling. I want to chat. I love how you stop and chat with me, my dear. That's all it takes to make me think it'll be a good day. Aww. Sorry it's happening so late in the day, then. I do also want to make mention of, like, it's kind of killing me not being able to really play Monster Hunter Wilds. Like, I've been playing it, like, a couple hours at a time whenever I stream. Especially, like, less time now, like... But when I don't have to watch the dog, like, I'm like, I could go, like, 4 hours. That's fine. So I still have a sore on my tongue, so if I'm still talking weird, that's why. It's better today, but it's not, like, completely better. But, like, you know, when I'm not having to watch the dog, it's like, yeah, I could go for, like, 4 hours. But when I've basically bribed the dog with a bunch of treats to get in his pen for a little bit so I could come down and stream, because that's usually what happens. He gets a bunch of treats, he has tons of water, don't anyone worry, like, he's not, you know, he is living in the lap of luxury in that thing. One, it's ginormous. He has room to move around easily. It is a pen for large dogs, and he is very small. He could probably run around in that thing if he didn't have so many blankets and stuff, and beds and toys and treats everywhere. Like, he gets quite the luxurious little bed. But, like, I basically, like, bribe him to go in there, but, like... I can't really leave him in there. Because, one, it's not normal for him, and I don't want him to think he's been actually, like, put to bed for the night. Because that'll probably mess up his rhythms. And I don't want to do that. So... I'm like, I kind of have to get up to him, like, in, like, 2 hours. Also, I know where CJ is now. I'll be back for you, CJ. Need to finish my route around town. Okay. Yeah, like, it's extra annoying because I am streaming the game. Which you might be like, well, how would that be extra annoying? Well, how it's extra annoying is because usually when I'm streaming a game, I have some idea of what to title each stream. Even if it is just as simple as, like, with World of Warships, like, let's keep grinding, or, you know, whatever tech tree of ships I feel like playing down. It's not like I'm completely blindsided by the game. There's nothing that game could do that could blindside me at this point. I'm playing Wilds for the first time with a lot of these streams. Like, I haven't experienced the content I'm experiencing. That's the problem. It also just occurred to me of something. Did I? Okay, I did. I just had to double check that I actually removed the delay from the microphone, because otherwise it is a nightmare to sync this stuff up. I'm gonna be back to sell things, but I may as well sell this stuff while I'm here. Bam! Money! Now to go get these fossils identified, which I should have just done first, but my brain's not exactly working the best, so it's fine. But yeah, like I'm basically in the camp of like I don't know what to title I don't know what to title Monster Hunter Wild streams, because it's like I don't know what I'm going to be doing. And like the last time I tried going with a more specific title, because I thought the game was just going to keep going the way it has been going, it didn't. So that title doesn't really work. That being Investigating the Frenzy, I think it is, or something like that. It mentions the Frenzy virus. Yeah, there was like nothing Frenzy virus related that entire stream, because the story just doesn't continue directly with Frenzy virus stuff like you would kind of expect it to. Which is a bit annoying. Also, I feel like I should make mention. Because I keep making mistakes when it comes to going live, please be sure to, just, if you like watching my stuff, please be sure to check back. This is a daily series. It's always going to be out. So please check in. You know, even if you don't get a notification, I guarantee you the day still happened. It still got uploaded. YouTube is just dumb. Like, even if you guys have notifications turned on, because I made the mistake of thinking I wasn't live to the right place and going unlive, and then going live again because, oh no, I was actually streaming to the right source, and like everything was, I had set everything up perfectly. I just second-guessed myself because I was kind of in a rush, and not really thinking straight. Because I did that, and thus multiple notifications got sent out, when my regular video goes out, well, went out, IRL 13 minutes ago at time of recording, 24 hours and 13 minutes ago, for you guys, well, not like this episode, but you know what I mean. This episode's 24 hours from when I'm recording right now for you guys, if you're watching it at the time it actually, like, comes out. Yeah, when that happened, that basically gives me 3 notifications within 24 hours, which flags the system to not send out notifications from my channel for an undiscriminate amount of time, or unspecified amount of time, I should say. I don't know how long it'll just not send notifications, and sometimes it will still send notifications, and sometimes it won't. It's so dumb. I really wish YouTube would just stop with that. Like, I understand why they do it. They started that system because there were some content creators who uploaded an absurd amount every single day. I'm just gonna sell all that stuff. You know, like 15, 20 videos a day. And they were absolutely flooding people's feeds and notifications with their videos. But limiting it to 3 seems a bit much. Especially where, like, as much as YouTube won't send out, like, an upload notification for a short being uploaded, they'll still promote the heck out of a short, even if you've uploaded 50 in, like, 3 hours. CJ here, coming at you from, it's more like Stand By You, I guess. Yeah, what do you want me to do today? Like, it's dumb. I don't want to get into that whole rant again. What's your challenge? Small fry. Okay. As long as it's small, it'll count. Okay. I got my fishing rod. Now I just gotta find some small fish. That's not a small fish. It's a pretty big fish. I love YouTube. Like, for as much as I do complain about it, I love this website. It's a pretty nice website. It lets me do what I'm doing. And, like, I love that I get to do what I'm doing, because Lord knows where I would be without it. You know, making these videos keeps me sane, is the best way of putting it. But there's definitely some decisions they've made where I'm just like, guys, please, can you just not? Like, I understand the purpose, but can you please just not? Crucian carp. My skills are sherp. My skills are a Sherpa. Whatever that is. I think it's a guide. I don't know. I just know the word. I don't know what it means. Unless I do know what it means, and I just said what it means, but I'm now doubting if I know what it means. I do that a lot. I also do that a lot. I mean, it's fine. I'm gonna want more than just 3 fish to sell to him anyway, so... I've also not even made, like, a huge amount of progress into, like, playing Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak on just, like, my old, personal save. Like, I've made some, but, like, progressing in Sunbreak is kind of fast, to the point where, like, usually by, like, the end of your first play session, if you actually, like, just progress, like, you don't stop to grind anything out, just progress, you'll probably be at, like, Master Rank 2 by the end of your first session. And then you'll probably be at Master Rank 4 by the end of your second session. I'm, like, Master Rank 3 after, like, 4 sessions, 5, somewhere in that range. It's been a lot of sessions. Though, I mean, that's because I'm watching the dog and I can't just sit down and play. I mean, I could, in theory, sit down and play right now, but it kind of defeats the purpose. Seeing as I bought it so that I would... God damn it. So I would first and foremost have something that I could do while I'm watching the dog. I don't know what this is, but I'm catching it. It's a dab. Same with, like, EDF World Brothers. Like, I could spend time after I'm done watching the dog for the day playing the game. It'd probably be pretty fun. But, like, it also kind of defeats the purpose of having bought the game to play while watching the dog. Though with World Brothers, I can still, like, I can justify playing it away from watching him. Just because it is a game with so much grinding to it that, like, I could literally just stop and just grind for a bit while not watching him. Or I could just use watching him as time to grind. Like... It's just one of those things where it's like, you know... Because, like, EDF has always been grindy. World Brothers takes it to a whole new level. Because not only do you have, so I apologize for burping so much. That last one was pretty disgusting. Not only do you have weapon levels to gain by grinding, but you also have character levels to gain through grinding. And you might think, oh, well, it's levels, so, like, you just use the character? Oh, no, no, no. You need to find them in a stage and rescue them. That kind of grinding. You get 3 characters per stage, and some characters can only appear in some level range of stage. It's, yeah. It was a lot. Hey, CJ. I did it. I do not consent to this. Yeah, I do want to sell them. It's one of those cases of, like, I do really wish 1995, almost my birth year. Like, I do really wish that, like, I didn't have to watch the dogs, so I could just, like, mellow out and just depression fish today. Like, I would have a ton of money by the end of today if, like, I didn't have to watch the dog, thus I didn't have to, like, go to sleep kind of early. Because I would just stay up and, like, fish. Like, I'm not in the best way mentally lately, so, like... Like, I'm not terribly well off. Like, I'm not terribly bad kind of thing, but, like, I'm not great either. I just want to be able to, like, zone out, fish. The thing is, like, I don't even feel like I'm creative enough lately that I could do, like, paradise planning, or else I would just be doing that. But, like, I don't feel like I'm... Like, I don't feel very creative lately, so I'm just like, nah. I should really get out my fish bait. I have a lot of fishing bait. I just don't use it. Whoops, bumped the mic. Did not mean to bump the mic. Football fish. I feel like a lot of countries call it an angler fish. But, you know. But, yeah, like it's... This is one of those things where, like... Probably just a horse mackerel anyway. Oh, jeez. Gassy burp. I'm so sorry. I really should, like, go through and edit those out, because they probably sound absolutely disgusting, and I apologize for that. They just suddenly hit me, and I don't even have time to look away from the mic. I am kind of tempted to, like, after I'm done recording today, maybe just keep fishing a bit. I don't know. Because, like, I could also, like, fire up just a relaxing game. I don't know. My go-to lately has just been like firing up Balatro and just playing a round or two, win or lose kind of thing. Normally lose because I'm doing like gold stake, but I've been doing gold stake on half heart spade, which, to explain for anybody who does not play Balatro, basically hardest difficulty of roguelike poker game. And the half-heart spade deck is a deck where half of it is hearts, half of it is spades. But it still contains the, like, 4 of every card. So basically you just have 2 spades and 2 hearts of every suit. Not every suit, every card. Blah. I can speak cards. Chris is playing with her buddies back there. I love how you can actually kind of see her. I say that and she stops and looks towards me. But yeah, like, the problem with just playing Balatro so much is, like, it is just kind of mindless, like, lights on the screen, basically. So, it doesn't really, like, help. It just gives me something to keep myself occupied with, which doesn't really help. That one didn't sneak up on me. But the problem then comes with, like, I don't really feel like playing anything else, so it's like... Bard Knife Jaw. Must have a hard time eating. Bard Knife Jaw Carpaccio? Or Carpaccio? I don't know. Some dish. But, yeah, I actually don't know what I'm gonna make tomorrow. It's a real, like, quandary. Because it's like... There's a lot of stuff I could have for, like, suppers, is the thing. So, like, picking the thing to make is always kind of difficult. Especially when, like, a lot of the stuff is just stuff I like, so it's like, well, okay. Pick your favorite food amongst your favorite foods. Which, to be fair for me, is basically the nearest food. That's why I'm so fat. Yep. Might do, like, frozen pizza or something. Frozen pizza's not bad. It's also pretty easy. It really depends on how I'm feeling tomorrow, because, like, if I feel like actually making something, that'll be better to save for the day that, like, I know I'm not gonna feel like making anything. I know the one thing we have most of the stuff for that I cannot make again tomorrow is tacos, because we just don't have the tortilla shells right now. We have everything else, just not the tortilla shells. There's also just like a bunch of stuff that like I can make up that was already here, not stuff I like chose for suppers as well. So that is like the one thing with being the one to make, like, choose what is made for supper is like I'm now having the moment of like, man, I wish I could make this or that. But it's like, I already, like that grocery order happened. I should have thought of that before now. Not now specifically, kind of thing. Would have been the most helpful, at least. Okay, let's sell all this stuff to CJ, keeping the one bared knife jaw. Hey, man. Yep, I have fish to sell. Man, I do not actually have all that many. But probably about 10,000 bells. Ooh, that was like half again. Really underselling my fish. Yeah, I might play some Stardew Valley. I don't know. I just want something just relaxing to do. Because I'm still just kind of exhausted. I'm also still very gassy, apparently. For a second I thought there was a butterfly there, but no, it's dead. I was gonna pull my net out and whack whatever that was. But then when it didn't move when I walked past it, I had a feeling it was a villager. Still should have pulled my net out and whacked it. Might there be something in which I can assist you? I want to make a donation. Marvelous! What would you like to donate? I want to donate this. Hooty hoo! This must be a barred knife jaw. That might interest you in a few fascinating facts about your barred knife jaw. Yeah, please tell me. Wonderful. I'd love nothing more. The barred knife jaw, also called the striped beak fish, is a lovely fish with a distinctive striped pattern. It is reportedly also a very curious fish, in that it has been known to approach swimmers to greet them. They also tend to be good at avoiding fishhooks, so well done on outwitting this one. And there you have it. Fascinating stuff, no? Rest assured, all donations are displayed in a timely manner. You have my gratitude. Nah, I'm good. Jolly good. Please enjoy the rest of your visit. I went a little wren. Wren? Yeah, wren. Little wren there. Enjoy your visit, Stimpy. That is a cartoon that I imagine a lot of people have not thought about in a long time. I love how I'm like, yeah, I'll like try to finish things up for today, and then my brain is like, keep fishing. Even I haven't watched Ren and Stimpy in forever, though. I barely watched it when I was a kid, either. I mean, it was still like on the TV, but the cartoon is older than I am, so. It's one of the things that like, I feel like I was born at almost like one of the most perfect times when it comes to like entertainment on TV. Because I was born at a point where, while growing up, I got to experience Avatar: The Last Airbender, the original Teen Titans, Totally Spies, Winx Club. But I also got to watch Rugrats, Powerpuff Girls, Ren and Stimpy, the best of SpongeBob, like, I would list Fairly Odd Parents, but quite honestly, looking back, that show was never good, and I just watched it because it was on. Like, even looking back now, like, I think even as a kid, I realized that it wasn't very good. Because the thing to note is, like, when it comes to, say, SpongeBob, show I watched a lot. I actively wanted SpongeBob, games. In the game collections here, there is, the original Battle for Bikini Bottom, Lights, Camera, Pants, and those are both really good games. Honestly, Lights, Camera, Pants, now this could be just nostalgia glasses, I have not played it in a while. That was a really fun party game. Of actually kind of challenging party games that, like, were really fun because they were challenging but fair. And, like, it was just really nice. And Battle for Bikini Bottom, I mean, there's a reason it got a remaster. Like, it's a really good platformer. It's probably one of the few platformers that, like, be it 2D, 3D, one of the few platformers I can play, and it's also really good. That doesn't mean I didn't get hardwalled in the game. There came a point where I just could not progress, because I am that bad at platformers. I literally could not progress in the Babby game platformer. I mean, you know, but it's still really good. Still just a really good game. Oh, Animaniacs. How did I forget the Animaniacs? The original run of the Animaniacs. I haven't watched the new run. I also got to watch, as I was growing up, Futurama as it was coming out. Like, which was also just, like, amazing. That's an amazing cartoon. Like, Futurama is what Rick and Morty wishes it could be. Like, that's the best way I can put it. Like, you have your bad role model character, who's the crazy old scientist, it's Professor Farnsworth. It is painfully obvious that he is the bad role model, even though he is smart. As it should be. He is the butt of many jokes. As he should be. Like, that's just how that kind of character should work. But also, he should have the smarts to be able to get them out of situations. You know. There's so many just, like, great cartoons when I was growing up. And it was also still during kind of, like, the end of the MASH boom, so I still got to see that show, which, quite honestly, and I know that in of itself is a name of a show that most older folks are probably sick of hearing, and most younger folks have never heard of. Or if you have, it's only been as the footnote of they still hold the record for most viewed finale of a show ever. And that is a beautiful finale. Like, it is amazing how good that finale was. So, like, I fully see it, and, like, props to them for it. That was a beautifully written finale. Beautifully written show, really. Like, and I also got to grow up at a time where technology wasn't as prevalent as it is these days. So, like, technology was around. Don't get me wrong. Like, technology's always been around. But, like, these days, love it or hate it, you kind of need a phone to exist past, like, the age of, like, 14, 15. Because around those ages is when you're going to be starting to work on building your social network. You're going to be looking for a job soon. You're going to want to know how to use that phone. You know. Right, I don't have this yet. And, like, I'm gonna be honest. I do not want people to have to experience technology the way I did. Of basically, you know, just having someone go, here's a hand-me-down phone. Have fun. When you're, like, 20. And you've needed a phone for the past, like, 4 years. At least. Because everywhere you work will want a way to contact you, and where basically very few people have house phones anymore, unless you have a house phone, like, your kids are going to need cell phones. Especially if, like, you as the parent works, you can't give your kid your phone to use, like, your phone number. Because what if their employer needs to call them or contact them while you're at work or otherwise indisposed? Well, now your kid's being screwed over because, you know, they don't have access to a phone. I know this from not having access to my own phone. Like it's one of those things. If I would not want to hold it against my mother, and I don't. But like I'm pretty sure there's been multiple times where like I had submitted a resume, and because I was using her phone number as my contact number, they would call for like to set up the interview, and she would just ignore it because she didn't recognize the number that's calling. Because I would just apply to places and not tell her I'm applying to places, because I was applying to so many places that I would basically be almost constantly telling her, hey, I'm applying to here, hey, I'm applying to here, hey, I'm applying to here, hey, I'm applying to here. You know, I just assumed she was answering the phone when she got calls. You know, fairly reasonable thing growing up in a household where the rule was if the phone rings, answer it. You know, that used to be the rule. And I've kind of joked with her about that too, of like, it is funny to me how like, that was the rule when I was growing up, but it's just not the rule anymore. And like, even now, like, I'm just a bad, I can't say anything. Like, let me grab my phone here. Let's see. Currently 2 missed calls since the last time I cleared my notifications, yesterday. In my defense, though, neither of those are a number that is in my contacts, and the only numbers in my contacts are the numbers I've given my phone number to. So, yeah. No one else should have my phone number, so there's no point answering the phone when it's probably just because whoever had this phone number before me, you know, had whatever going on. I don't know. A lot of them are just scam numbers anyway. Like, I've reverse searched them, and they've usually all just been scammed or spoofed numbers, and it's like, yeah. Or, like, they're scammers or spoofed numbers. Which heartbreakingly tells me that the phone number I've got was probably an elderly person's phone number before they presumably passed away or got a different phone. Like a different phone number. Because, yeah. Sadly, the elderly are the ones targeted the most for scammers. Which, I will say, and I know this is really far through a video to be mentioning this, but I do want to say, for anyone who is watching, if you get a call from somebody claiming to be from Microsoft, or Norton Antivirus, or McAfee Antivirus, or, you know, name company here, Amazon. Wait, I don't want to sell to you guys. I just want to buy a new fishing rod. It's not that company. It's a scammer. You are safe to hang up on them. They have not accidentally transferred you tens of thousands of dollars. Like, you're good. You don't need to worry about it. And quite honestly, if a company did actually accidentally transfer you tens of thousands of dollars, it wouldn't be random person from that company calling you. It would be probably that company's lawyers calling you to see about orchestrating a return of the money, because you're under no obligation to return that money. They gave it to you. You know. Like, it's one of those things of like, they're the ones that made the mistake. And also, companies don't make that kind of mistake. They're not that incompetent. Well, they're not that competently they're not that incompetent accidentally. Because you can guarantee they accidentally transfer money into accounts of people that, you know, they want, that support them heavily, and, you know. I don't even mean, like, customers who buy a lot from Amazon. No, I mean like business investors who give them a lot of money. They probably accidentally send them a few tens of thousands of dollars extra every now and again. You know. But, yeah, like, I even only really got thinking of this because of, I got back watching Scammer Payback again, which is a nice channel to watch if you want to see how scams work. Just be prepared to probably get angry at how some of these scammers talk to people, and if you've ever been on the phone with them, you already know how they talk to people, but, like, it is infuriating. Because, like, I think it's worse because you can imagine them talking this way to someone you care about. And, like, I feel like that makes it infinitely worse because, like, you can imagine it. So it's like, yeah, screw you guys. How dare you talk to them that way? Like, how dare you scam them in the first place, but how dare you, like, verbally abuse them while you're at it? Like, it's not cool. Yeah, like, trying not to get angry thinking of that stuff. It is... Let's come sell our fish to CJ. I have been going for like almost an hour at this point, so it might be. Well, I'll catch this one last fish and then we'll sell them. Black bass. Man, it's brutal. I can't do that guy's voice. I mean, I probably could, like, if I didn't have this sore on my tongue. There you go, my man. That was closer to the money I thought I was going to get last time. Fish are just not as profitable as bugs. I think it's just Flick likes bugs more than Chip likes... Oh, CJ likes fish. And that's what it is. Which, quite honestly, I think his name is Chip Jr. I don't know if it actually is or not, but it fits CJ. Like, he's just Chip Jr. So he calls himself CJ, is because he's like, I don't want to be called Junior. Yeah, let's sit at the table again. I like sitting at this little, like, meeting space table. I'm gonna plop my butt down right here. And with that, I do thank you all very much for watching. And hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Horizons. See you all then. And now in this end card, I would like to ask, if you liked the video, could you maybe hit the like button? And if you're not subscribed, could you maybe subscribe? That helped me out a lot. Thanks a bunch.